are some simple and easy things you can do every day to practice your English. Learning a language is like a fire. If you stop putting wood on it, eventually it will fade and burn out. So if you're serious about becoming fluent in English, you need to be doing some kind of practice every day. So here are my 5 favourite things that you can do every day. Did you know you can actually practice your English in the shower? I love multitasking. So when you're in the shower, let's do something else at the same time. If you can learn 5 tongue twisters with your difficult sounds in them, practice them in the shower. So if you know that you really struggle with the TH sound, find yourself a nice tongue twister with TH and do it in the shower. Like this. 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. Here are some more really useful tongue twisters you can do in the shower. I thought of thinking of thanking you. Unique New York, New York unique. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. 6 sleek swans swam swiftly southwards. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea.
Another easy thing you could do every single day to practice your English is this. Whenever you're doing an everyday task, such as making a cup of tea, describe every single step of that process, but be very, very specific. Again, it's brilliant if you can do this out loud. Speaking out loud is fantastic. But if you live with other people and you don't want to annoy them, you can do this in your own head. I'm going to put this mug on this counter in preparation for the tea making process. So I'm going to get some water here and I'm going to pour the water into the kettle like this. Fantastic. I'm going to close the lid of the kettle and I'm going to wait for however long this kettle takes to boil the water. In the meantime, I'm going to grab some tea bags. I'm going to put the tea bag in the mug like that, and I'm going to leave it like so. I'm gonna put the water on the tea bag like so, allowing just a little bit at the top to put my milk in. The tea now is brewing. I'm now gonna go and get the milk. I now have the milk. You'll notice this is almond milk because dairy milk makes me poo. And I'm going to pour the milk into the tea, just like so. I'm going to place that milk to the right and Laura is going to hand me a spoon. Here we go, I'm going to put the spoon into the mug and now I'm going to stir the tea. This is a fantastic exercise to practice using words that maybe you haven't used before. Of course, maybe you make a cup of tea every single day, but have you ever used the verb to pour or to stir or to infuse or to place? I don't know, maybe you haven't, but now you will. Cheerio.
Another thing you can do every day to practice your English involves the TV or podcasts. So whenever you are watching something in English or listening to something in English or reading something in English, I want you to have your phone or a notebook nearby. So every time you hear a new word, I just want you to write it down. So if you're watching an episode of Friends and you hear a new word, just write it down. Don't find the definition unless you really need to because you don't understand what's happening. Then at the end of the episode or the podcast or the book, I want you to look at your list and see if there are any words that happen more than once. So have you written down the same word twice or 3 times? If so, you have to learn that word today. You have to learn that word right that second. So if the word frivolous comes up twice in your list, learn that today. The rest of the words, I want you to try to incorporate them in the rest of your day. So keep looking at the list, maybe see if you can think of some sentences to put those words into. Find a way to make them very relevant in the next part of your day. Try to see if you can use them in any contexts in your day. But certainly, if a word happens more than once, you have to learn it that day because it's clearly quite an important common word.
Another thing you can do every day to practice your English is this. All we need for this exercise is a picture. So for me, I'm going to go to my phone, to my camera roll, and I'm going to describe, oh God, not that one. Oh God, here we are. Okay, cool. So we need to describe this picture in as much detail as possible. It's great if we can do this out loud, so then it helps you to practice spoken English. I also think people learn and remember things better if they speak as well as write and read. There are a few people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this image going down this street. One of them is wearing a beanie hat. Next to him is a woman and she's wearing a coat and she has her hood up and she's carrying a plastic bag. There are some green hanging flower baskets outside a pub. And a tree is also planted outside that pub.
And my last tip for today is this. So when you are on the bus or watching TV, when you see an advertisement or a commercial in your language, it has to be in your native language, can you be a translator? However they are selling the product, whatever words they're using, can you translate that into English? Can you think of the English equivalent? If you were selling that same product, what could you say in English that's pretty much identical to what it is in your native language? Obviously, things can't always be translated directly, so you've got to be a bit creative. Maybe you've got to use some alternative words instead of just translating word for word what that commercial says. We see commercials and advertisements all the time. We might as well try to learn a bit of English from them. So whenever you see an advertisement or a commercial in your language, I want you to translate anything that you hear or read into English. And there you are. I hope that was useful for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Make sure you subscribe and click that little bell icon because it means you'll get notifications every time we post an English lesson. Head to smashingenglish.com for all our amazing English courses. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!